Tell me something about yourself. Sample answer. I'm Michael, a dynamic and self-driven professional with extensive experience in control system. My passion centered in machine learning and robotics, and I am skilled at developing and testing various mechanical equipment and tools, creating detailed 3D models and drawings, and managing the whole development process of multiple product lines. I want to discover more about the amazing world of self-driving cars. My goal is to grow as a person and as a professional every day. Why do we hire you? Sample answer. Because I am a hardworking person and I believe that I'm the most qualified applicant for the job. I have solid command of technologies, tools, and best practices in designing mechanical equipment using AutoCAD, SolidWorks, Java, and MATLAB, and engineering drawings. I work as a manufacturing engineer to resolve any designing issues impacting production and to improve product design. Develops procurement documents and specification and assist production line when production starts running. Can you tell me something about your previous job or something about your experience? Sample answer. I have spent 5 years as a mechanical engineer at XYZ company for 12 years, and I developed extensive skills in robotics programming like ABB and FANUC robots, knowledgeable of the operations of mills, plasma cutter lathes, jig boards, and CNC machines. I resolve complex technical issues in primary area of competence and deals with the several at the same time. Technical question. What is the law of thermodynamics? Answer. The laws of thermodynamics describe the relationships between thermal energy or heat and other forms of energy and how energy affects matter. The first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be created or destroyed. The total quantity of energy in the universe stays the same. The second law of thermodynamics is about the quality of energy. It states that as energy is transferred or transformed, more and more of it is wasted. Describe a situation where you were on the job and failed to accomplish a task or a goal. Answer. I was managing a project for one of our biggest clients in my previous company, and I was so eager to please them that I told them we could finish the project within 1 week. I thought this was doable, but it ended up taking 2 weeks and they were not happy. Looking back, I realized I should have been more conservative in my estimate to the client. What is a turboprop engine? Answer. A turboprop engine is a turbine engine that drives an aircraft propeller. A turboprop consists of an intake, compressor, combustor, turbine, and a propelling nozzle. Air is drawn into the intake and compressed by the compressor. How do hydraulic work? Answer. Hydraulic system use the pump to push hydraulic fluid through the system to create fluid power. The fluid passes through the valves and flows to the cylinder where the hydraulic energy converts back into mechanical energy. The valves help to direct the flow of the liquid and relieve pressure when needed. What is pneumatics? Answer. It's a branch of engineering that makes use of gas or pressurized air, and it is used in industry or commonly powered by compressed air. Systems based on pneumatics are found in factories that deal with compressed air and inert gases. Energy produced by pneumatic systems can be more flexible, less costly, and more reliable, and less dangerous than some actuators and electric motors. What was your first design? Answer. My first design was plastic injection molding. Explain the Otto cycle in brief. Answer. The Otto cycle is a set of processes used by spark ignition internal combustion engines, 2-stroke or 4-stroke cycle. What are different types of fits? Answer. 3 types of fit are 1. Clearance. The hole is larger than the shaft. enabling the two parts to slide and or rotate when assembled. 2. Location/transition. The hole is fractionally smaller than the shaft and mild force is required to assemble or disassemble. 3. Interference. The hole is smaller than the shaft and high force and or heat is required to assemble or disassemble. What engineering software design do you use in your work? Answer. This will depend upon company requirements. You need to check job description. Software is required for design engineer position only. Some of popular software are Solid, PTC Creo, CATIA, etc. Explain the difference between crankshaft and camshaft. Answer. Crankshaft is a shaft which gives an output from the engine. It is used to drive piston from bottom dead center, BDC, to top dead center, TDC, up and down to create combustion process in the engine chamber. While the camshaft is designed to synchronize the rotation of the crankshaft to provide power. Car manufacturers design engines with two different configurations: single overhead camshaft, SOHC, or dual overhead camshaft, DOHC. Most, if not all, vehicles today use either. What do you mean by CC when mentioning efficiency? Answer. The term CC represents the unit cubic centimeter of volume. And in case of engines, it is used to represent the volume of internal combustion engine cylinders. The CC can also be represented in liters, as shown as below. 1000 cc equals 1000 cubic centimeter equals 1 liter. What caused the engine to overheat? Answer. It could be an operative cooling fan, thermostat diaphragm stuck, antifreeze need to change, restricted airflow, bad fan clutch, slipping fan belt, radiator hose damage, filter need to change for restricted airflow, and the coolant is leaking. What is the difference between an electric motor and an electric generator? Answer. In normal use, all motors behave as generators and all generators behave as motors. DC motors act like generators because they use less electrical energy when allowed to spin fast. DC generators act like motors because they become easier to spin when less electrical energy is drawn from their terminals. How you are going to check whether the problem is from battery or alternator? Answer. 13 volts to 14.5 volts is normal, but below 13 volts, there is a problem with the battery. Another way of checking alternator is by checking interior lights. Usually, an alternator charges your car battery when the car is on. If the interior lights come on brightly and fades away slowly, it indicates that the alternator cannot keep a charge when the car is running. It means there is a problem with the alternator. How often does a car require a service? Answer. Car require major maintenance every 5,000 hours or refer to your service manual for detailed maintenance procedure. What is the correct voltage of voltmeter for battery? Answer. 13 volts to 14.5 volts reading for voltmeter is normal, but below 13 volts there is a problem with the battery. How petrol engine differ from diesel engine? Answer. The main difference between diesel and petrol engines is that petrol engines use spark plugs to ignite the air-fuel mixture, while diesel engines rely on compressed air. Rudolf Diesel, a mechanical engineer who invented the diesel engine, found that the temperature of air could be made to increase high enough if it was heavily compressed. The temperature would rise so high to the point where it could cause the ignition. Additional interview questions for your reference. How often should I change my oil car? How would you approach a complaining customer? Do you have a complete tool set? Is there anything that was not covered on your resume? Do you have any experience working in the field? How do you feel about borrowing tools with others? If you get hired, when are you available to start? What are your salary expectations? Imagine, I am a hard client who knows nothing about cars. How do you work with me? How often do we need to change oil our car? Do you think that we need to rotate the tire of car every change oil? When is the right time I'm going to do a car?
Tell me something about yourself. Sample answer. I'm Robert, an innovative electrical engineer with 10 years experience and have solid foundations in circuitry and schematic design, PLC and HMI programming, electromechanical repairs and electromagnets. I have solid experience in electrical technologies, including digital and analog circuits, signal processings, and wireless network. I am skilled in using multimeters, oscilloscope, function generators, curve tracer, and LCR meters. Why did you decide to become an electrical engineer? Sample answer. Well, electrical engineering is one of the core courses of engineering discipline. Deals with study of design, development, and maintenance of electrical system and their components, ensuring quality, safety, and reliability. Sample answer number two. Because it's so cool. You cannot see electricity, but our present day lives depends on it. You can communicate around the globe, see the moon during the night, see aircrafts hundreds of miles away, control the pressure of your tire, but you cannot see the electricity, but you can feel the effect. Why do we hire you? Sample answer. Because I am innovative electrical engineers with experience in designing low voltage and medium voltage power system. I am project lead of multiple projects for different clients simultaneously. Aside from that, I have a solid experience in power system, short circuit analysis, arc flash study review, circuit breaker sizing, lighting plan, generator sizing, control system, HMI background or human machine interface, network interface, TCP/IP, API, ANSI or American National Standard Institute, NEC, National Electrical Code, NEMA, National Electrical Manufacturer Administration, and NFPA. Can you tell me something about your previous job or something about your experience? Sample answers. I am a project lead for multiple projects. Direct and oversee vendor shop repair on high voltage motor and equipment to ensure quality. Execute equipment maintenance strategies and perform other duties or project as assigned within the budget. Provide technical assistance to field personnel in the area of high voltage distribution equipment and high voltage motor generator. Why are you leaving your current job or previous job? Sample answer number one. My current job has been a great experience, but the growth is limited because the company is relatively small. I need to look somewhere like this company where this is opportunity to grow my career. Sample answer number two. I am ready for the next challenge in my career. I love the people I work with and the projects that I work on, but at some point I'm looking for a company where opportunity to grow my career. Have you ever had conflict with your superior or colleagues and how do you handle it? Sample answers. I think everyone at some point had a conflict with their superior or colleagues. I'll just try to work with them whenever possible and stay away with conflicts as much as I could. Technical questions. If a DC motor is connected across an AC source, what will happen? Answers. Direct current flow is obstructed only by resistance, while AC current is obstructed by both resistance and inductive reactance. Therefore, when a DC motor is connected across an AC source, the current on AC will be less than the DC. The motor would run, but it would not carry the same load, and it will spark on the process. Explain the RLC circuit. Answer. RLC circuit, the most fundamental elements like resistor, inductor, and capacitor. This circuit is connected to an AC source. Then it continuously charges across the capacitor and discharges across the inductor. So to make the circuit stable, we use a resistor in the circuit to make the circuit. All of these elements are linear and passive in nature. What is motor generator set? Answer. A motor generator set is generator is driven with both devices mounted on the same plate or base. Sometimes DC motor is driving an alternator or AC motor driving a DC generator. Can you explain the difference between direct and alternating current? Answer. In alternating current, the voltage oscillates between a negative peak and a positive peak, technically known as crest and trough. The voltage of the system is rated by either the peak value or the RMS value. In a DC supply, the current is unidirectional and the voltage is fixed. It has only one positive and one negative terminal, like your car's battery, 12 volts. What is the square root of I? Answer. 1 over square root, open and close parenthesis 2, plus I over square root, open and close parenthesis 2. What is a thermocouple? Answer. A thermocouple consists of two dissimilar metals connected together at one point. When the heat is applied to the junction, a voltage will be generated. What is the difference between primary and secondary cell? Answer. Primary cell is a cell that produces electric current from an electromechanical reaction but is not capable of being recharged. While the secondary cell is a rechargeable electrical cell that converts chemical energy into electrical energy by a reversible chemical reaction, also called storage cell. What is voltage drop? Answer. Voltage drop or potential drop is the decrease of electrical potentials along the path of a current flowing in an electrical circuit. Occurs when the voltage at the end of the run of cable is lower than at the beginning. Eddy currents means current induced in the interior of the conducting masses by variations of magnetic flux. What is open and short circuit? Answer. An open circuit is a break in the circuit or not having a complete path for the flow of electric current, while short circuit is an accidental connections of negligible resistance joining two wires of different polarity of a circuit through which nearly all the current will flow. How many cells are there in a 12 volts car battery and how they are connected? There are 6 cells in a car battery and they are connected in series. And each cell is 2 volts. If battery is connected in series, just add them, equals 12 volts. What is half-wave and full-wave rectifier? Answer. In half-wave rectifier, it passes only one half of an AC wave. And the full-wave rectifier passes both half of the AC waves. Will you be available to work overtime, shift change, swing shift, or grave shift? What is the frequency of a 4-pole alternator driven at 50 Hz? Answer. Ns equals 120 F over P. F stands for frequency. P stands for number of poles. Ns stands for synchronous speed. Ns equals 120 times 50 Hz over 4 equals 1500 RPM. Do you familiar with any electrical tools? Name a few more electrical tools and how to use it. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Have a good one.
Tune up.